Banks and financial institutions may have various concerns and reasons for being cautious or opposed to cryptocurrencies. It's important to note that the stance of banks can vary, and some institutions are actively exploring or even adopting blockchain and cryptocurrency technologies. However, here are some common reasons why some banks may be hesitant or against cryptocurrencies. Regulatory uncertainty. Cryptocurrencies operate in a relatively young and rapidly evolving regulatory landscape. Banks may be cautious due to uncertainty about how governments will regulate or tax cryptocurrencies in the future. Different countries have different regulatory frameworks for cryptocurrencies. For instance, some countries embrace cryptocurrencies while others impose strict regulations or outright bans. So, I have a question. How do varying regulations around the world impact banks' perception of cryptocurrencies? Tell us what you think of this issue down below. On the second one is volatility. Cryptocurrencies are known for their price volatility. Banks often prefer stability and predictability, and the highly fluctuating values of cryptocurrencies can be seen as a risk. For example, the price of major cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin can experience significant fluctuations within short time frames, making it challenging for banks to predict and manage financial risks. This is a very negative impact on banks, hence their anger in trying to kill it. Lack of consumer protections. Traditional banking systems often provide consumer protections such as deposit insurance and fraud prevention. Cryptocurrencies, being decentralized and often pseudonymous, may not offer the same level of consumer safeguards. According to banks, their system is protective from such occurs, so their customers are not at risk, while in crypto, the fraudsters can transact money without them being detected, hence causing most consumer problems. This got me asking, between the banks and cryptocurrencies, where do we find the most fraudsters? Tell us what you think about this and give us a comment down below. AML, Anti-Money Laundering, and KYC, Know Your Customer Compliance. Cryptocurrencies have been associated with potential use in illegal activities due to their pseudonymous nature. Banks have stringent AML and KYC regulations to prevent money laundering and terrorist financing, and the anonymity of certain cryptocurrencies can be a concern for them. As an example, cryptos like Monero and Zcash are designed to offer enhanced privacy, making it very difficult to trace their transactions, and this potentially facilitates illicit activities that are harmful to consumers. So I'm very curious, how does anonymity features of some cryptocurrencies raise concerns regarding anti-money laundering and know your customer regulations? Security concerns. While blockchain technology is considered secure, the exchanges and wallets used to store and trade cryptocurrencies have been vulnerable to hacking and fraud. Banks prioritize the security of their customers' assets, and the history of security breaches in the crypto space may make them hesitant. I have nothing much to say on this, as you can see there are videos about how people are hacking into cryptocurrencies and stealing from other investors, but every business has its pros and cons, and crypto is still making its way to the world. Many people all over the world have accepted it and are making money through it. Centralized control. Traditional banks operate in a centralized system regulated by central banks and governments. Cryptocurrencies, being decentralized, challenge this centralized control, and some banks may view them as a threat to their existing business models. So, you may be wondering, in what ways does the decentralized nature of cryptocurrencies challenge the traditional centralized control of financial systems? Well, central banks and government exert control over traditional financial systems, while cryptocurrencies operate on decentralized blockchain networks, potentially undermining the traditional centralized authority. Lack of consumer understanding. Cryptocurrencies are still not widely understood by the general public. Banks may be hesitant to endorse or facilitate services related to cryptocurrencies due to concerns about customers not fully comprehending the associated risks. How does the lack of widespread understanding of cryptocurrencies impact banks' willingness to incorporate them into their services? You may ask, here's an explanation for you. Many consumers may not fully comprehend the complexities of cryptocurrency transactions, wallets, and private keys, leading to concerns about potential misunderstandings and errors. Competitive threat. The rise of cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology could potentially disrupt traditional banking models, with some viewing these innovations as a threat to their market share. This is what I'm talking about. The rise of decentralized finance or DeFi platforms and the ability to conduct peer-to-peer transactions without intermediaries could challenge traditional banking models, prompting banks to consider cryptocurrencies as a competitive threat. It's important to note that attitudes towards cryptocurrencies are evolving, and some banks are actively exploring ways to incorporate blockchain technology into their operations or offer crypto-related services. Additionally, regulatory developments can significantly impact the banking sector's stance on cryptocurrencies over time. Thank you for watching, and if you have any feedback, leave us a message down below.